innocent until proven.
Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM TV5 News at 11.
It is time to celebrate. The Loons are on top of the world. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ronnie Duncan, and welcome to WNEM TV5 News at 11. The waiting is over, and we can finally call the Great Lake Loons champions, because Sunday afternoon, they won it all. And many in mid-Michigan watch the very big historic moment. One man who saw it all, I'm talking about my lead man. He is Nick Austin. The Loons? Can you say loony, loony, loons?
I don't know if I can say that. I don't know. But I can call them champions, and it's got a great ring to it, doesn't it? And when, for a large chunk of the season, it didn't look as if the Loons would make the playoffs, let alone win a ring, it sounds twice as nice. Loons victorious 9-8. Let the celebration begin. Let's show you the final out right here as it's popped up. Brendan Davis is going to camp underneath it, and I could watch the video that ensues, the party that ensues, all day long. Look at just the absolute bedlam going on. Our own Rachel McCrary was there living it up with the fans at Dow Diamond post-game.
And the crowd goes wild, cheering, dancing, and waving the Loons towel. The Loons win it big against Clinton. Ken Cohaney and his son Nolan couldn't be more pumped.
Great, ecstatic.
For the first time in franchise history, the Great Lakes Loons are the Midwest champs. Cohaney says it was a close game, and he was at the edge of his seat the entire time.
Much more interesting than a blowout. So, I mean, if you're going to earn a championship, this is the way to do it.
And most of the fans say that it was a nail-biter all the way down to the last minute. At one point in the game, the Loons were down 7-4 before bringing it way back up. Stephen Lockey says the stress was all worth it.
Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful day today in Midland. Great day for a championship win.
And he's not the only stoked fan out there. The feelings were mutual with the rest of the thousands of people that showed up.
It's really every Loons fan's dream to be here today.
I like the Loons, and I'm glad that they won. Louie Loons!
I just love baseball. It's just the best sport in the world.
Tim Kritz cheered on the team by wearing all Loons attire and even making his own sign to show the Loons how much he cares.
Let's shut it down. Just get out of here with the championship and get those T-shirts printed up.
It's a local game, and it's from Midland, and it's a big thing for us.
Ken Cohaney and Nolan are already looking forward to next season.
Hoping we get more championships. I'm excited that we got the All-Star game next year, so that'll be fun. But more championships. Once you get one, you want more.
Reporting in Midland, Rachel McCrary, WNEM TV5.
Let's not get too greedy there, fans. I know you want more, but let's celebrate the one full force right now.
Great time, great fans, over 3,305 there. And as the young lady said, Louie Loons. I love that. All right, thanks.
Good stuff.
We have a lot more work to do to be able to say what kind of motivation was behind this. Was it a political motivation, a personal motivation? What was it? We do not know that yet. That work must go on.
Investigators and police continue their intense search for answers. What caused and who caused the bombing that happened in New York last night? 29 people have been reported injured, and although officials aren't clear on who ignited the explosion, they're sure it was intentional. Mayor Bill de Blasio and Governor Andrew Cuomo visited the site today as investigators continue to work. An Uber vehicle was at the scene, was given to investigators to examine. The car was close enough to the blast to sustain heavy damage. Brooks Silva-Braga has the latest on the investigation.
Surveillance footage obtained by NBC captures the moment. A pressure cooker bomb, police believe, injured 29 in the Chelsea area of Manhattan Saturday night. All have been released from the hospital. A second pressure cooker was found 4 blocks away and destroyed in a controlled detonation Sunday.
Was it a political motivation, a personal motivation? What was it? We do not know that yet.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo noted at a morning press conference that no terrorist group had claimed responsibility.
At this time, there's no evidence of an international terrorism
connection with this incident.
Law enforcement sources tell CBS News that both the bombs here in New York and the one that went off Saturday morning along the course of a Marine charity race in New Jersey were designed to use cell phones as triggers, but they can't say definitively if the events are linked.
It was scary. I mean, it was definitely an explosion. We definitely felt it from 2 blocks away.
The NYPD is on heightened alert, and 1,000 state police and National Guard are being deployed to transit hubs, all while hundreds of international dignitaries arrive in New York for the UN General Assembly. Brooke Silva Braga for CBS News, New York.
Investigators are using social media as a tool, and someone claimed to be the New York bomber said that the motive for the explosions was a response to anti-gay violence and oppression.
We are currently investigating this as a potential act of terrorism. And I do say potential. There's a lot we don't know.
Police are still working to put together the motive behind the stabbing spree in Minnesota last night. Here's what we do know at this time. A suspect was shot and killed after stabbing 9 people at the St. Cloud Mall. None of the victims suffered life-threatening injuries.
We're a strong community. We're a united community. And there is, in this individual, evil act, unjustifiable in any means, will not shake the resolve of this community.
The man claimed that he was a soldier of an Islamic State, but the FBI is yet to confirm that association. A peaceful night. What a way to finish off your week as we take a look live over Saginaw and Flint. Yes, it looks good, but now as we look for the work week, is it true that there's a possibility that tears from Mother Nature may bring us rain? Meteorologist Chris Easley knows all about it. What's the forecast, buddy?
Hi there, Ronnie. It looks like we are going to see some rain as we go throughout tomorrow night, but not until tomorrow night. Most of your Monday, as we start the new work week, looks very good. Let's get right to it. Your First Warn 5 Sky Tracker shows you those rain showers still well off to our north this evening. Not expecting those to make an impact on your Monday morning commute, and your Monday evening commute should also be dry. Zooming in closer to home, we're much quieter this evening. Just a few clouds passing through from time to time. Skies generally clear as we go throughout the rest of the night. Let's talk temperatures around mid-Michigan. Very pleasant as well. Great night for sleeping. 60 Ascota, 63 Bay City, 59 Saginaw, 56 in Midland, 60. Still holding on to that mark in Flint, 58 in Mount Pleasant, 55 as you go towards Alma. Winds right now very calm. Should stay very light as we go throughout the overnight hours tonight. Patchy fog certainly a possibility tomorrow morning, but with all of these conditions in mind, that means a problem-free bus stop tomorrow morning. Mostly sunny skies besides those areas of fog. 82 by the afternoon. Very summer-like tomorrow. I'll tell you what's in store for the rest of the week coming up.
We're now more than 2 years into the man-made dilemma, better known as the Flint water crisis, and it has been a slow leak to recovery. So far, Michigan has put $232 million toward a health care emergency, but legislative reforms have been slow. Democrats have been pushing for new measures, challenging the emergency manager law and the current lead testing. The legislative committee formed on the crisis 4 months ago has yet to issue any recommendations. A Flint school representative is headed to Washington this week to participate in a meeting dedicated to improving the school's experiences for children, especially girls of color. Superintendent Bilal Tawwab and school authorities from all over the nation will be receiving training in handling education for girls that have experienced serious trauma. More and more efforts are now being brought to build as far as kids are concerned when it comes to football. When is it safe? Coming up, a dozen of kids come out to take advice from some local football legends, all focusing on safety. And speaking of legends, well, Michigan State Spartan, the hero, the Magic Man, he'll talk about helping out some students right here